Well, look who's piling into the Beach House Beach Bunker this morning. Yes, because we've got a return to spring, and it's going to feel well. Let's put some sunshine on this otherwise gloomy story. We've got rain coming, yes, and wind, and we could use the rain. We could use the soaking. We've got rain in the forecast, wind in the forecast, and how'd our hockey team do last night? Give me something good. Oh, my gosh. Okay, we've got rain. We need the rain. There's fires all over the place, so we're going to update your rain forecast for the long weekend. And we've got lots of good stuff to talk about in the Beach House Beach Bunker. And, of course, we've got beach time. We may not have sunny, hot beaches in Manitoba this weekend, but that's okay. We'll have it for you on your device, whatever device you're watching. Welcome into the Beach House Beach Bunker. And guess what? Yesterday, a Manitoba city was the world's hottest city yesterday, scorching at 36.4 degrees Celsius. Boy, you can't say that very often, that our little part of the world, known for its freezing cold, soul-crushing winters, the one day of the year, we were the hottest place on the planet Earth. Dubai? Nope. India? No contest. How about in the middle of sub-Saharan Africa? No. Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, for one day, the hottest city on the planet. Also coming up this morning, hey, one of our Sunseekers is in the movie Nobody 2. The trailer dropped yesterday. We'll watch it together, and we may have to pause it, see if we can see our friend and Sunseeker in the trailer of the movie. The movie was filmed in Winnipeg. Bob Odenkirk of Better Call Saul stars in it. Maybe you've seen it. We'll watch it together. Tell you the story about a guy who shows up to a job interview and finds that there's no HR department. It's actually AI conducting the job interview. How would you handle a situation like that? And I will have AI do a job interview with me this morning on the show. We will see how that goes. I want to see how good they are at doing it. The Menendez brothers, resentenced for their 90s murders. Boy, is there nothing Netflix can't do. And it looks like they're now eligible for parole. We've got the latest on that. Also, breaking news in the world of travel. They are America's most popular airline. They're a budget airline, and up until recently, they were the sweetheart of the skies in the States. Southwest Airlines. They are the airline that our very own WestJet at one time said they modeled themselves after. Great customer service, super low prices. They just started charging for bags, so they kind of ticked some people off. But Southwest Airlines this morning is planning international expansion. So could Canada be on the horizon for Southwest Airlines? And how exciting would that be? How would that work? We'll get to all that and more. Thanks for being part of the show. Can't wait to have a coffee and a chat. And we'll be inside where it's warm because here comes the rains. You can see it on the radar. They're coming in from the southwest. All that beautiful green. The rain is coming. And we are going to get soaked today, tomorrow, Friday. 60-kilometer-an-hour winds and cooling temperatures. You'll feel it when you open the door this morning, the opposite of Monday and Tuesday this week when you opened the door and went, whoa, this wall of heat hits you. It's like, what the oh, is it July? Am I in Mexico? What happened? It's a much different door opening today. You'll be, first off, the door will come flying off the hinges, followed by little sprays of water in your face. Oh, okay. And you'll be like, whoa, shit, I need a jacket. I need a jacket out here. 14 degrees for the high today, and there is risk of thunderstorms, 60-kilometer-an-hour winds. They will really get going tonight, and so will the rains into Thursday. Thursday's going to be the big rain day, 5 to 10 millimeters of rain on Thursday. Environment Canada doesn't want to predict precipitation amounts, but the Weather Network is. They're saying another 10 millimeters of rain on Friday and cloudy on Saturday. Single digits returns, just 7 degrees on Friday and Saturday 8. There still is the possibility of some snow overnight, both Friday into Saturday and Saturday into Sunday, because the overnight low will be hovering around the freezing mark. Nothing big. I saw some models say 1 to 2 centimeters. I think if there's some snow, it'll just be white on the ground. I think we've dodged that bullet. But the rain is coming, and so is the wind. It is going to be kind of a Netflix and chill kind of weekend. And there'll be maybe some pasta in your future as opposed to a campfire. There's burn bans in effect everywhere anyway. So, So there is how things are shaping up. Let's get into our good mornings and see who we've got to welcome aboard. We've got probably some sleepy sun seekers after the game last night. I know. Boy, Hellebuck is sure getting it online this morning. I don't know if it's deserved or not. I mean, the guy can't carry the whole team every game, guys. Pebbles is here this morning for Hump Day Wednesday on Twitch. Good morning. Pebbles over the hump we go. Polar Bear and Road Reverend also here on Twitch, along with Zumba Bernice, who says, Brr, is that thunder I hear off in the distance? Stay warm and dry, friends. Good advice. Molly's here on Twitch, too. Ron's over on X, says he's looking for some moisture. Well, the moisture is coming. Here's a picture from the Weather Network, and this is what they are saying for rainfall amounts between now and the weekend. This is how things are looking for rainfall amounts. And boy, around the Manitoba-Saskatchewan border, I think it's safe to say you guys are going to get soaked. Stacy says, we need this rain. Brittany says, my grass and perennials need it. They're pissed. Feed me. Feed me some water. Heather says, yeah, we need it. Clayton says, so how much for Brandon? It's hard to say. We're kind of on the edge between the red and the yellow here. But I am thinking that we'll probably get in that 10 to 50 millimeters range, which is a good soaking. And now that's not all at once. That is starting today and through till Friday. And sorry, Regina, you're not part of this party. You're going to be on the edge. But boy, Manitoba needs this soaking. I wish it could go north a little bit to our friends in the Paw. They need some water up there too. Jeez. So it's coming, Ron. Hang tight. Derek is here on Twitch. Good morning, Derek. Richard's over on Facebook. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And Tracy's here on Twitch. Janine is here with a rainbow emoji on Facebook. Happy Hump Day. Good morning. It is Hump Day, Janine. Nice to see you. Katie 4380 is over on Twitch as well. Cindy is here on Twitch along with Lindy. Good morning, Lindy. Good morning, Cindy. Good morning, Patricia, who is on Facebook. Quentin's on Twitch. Good morning, Q. Good morning, Borrowed Bean on Twitch. And good morning, Nick Adams. It is time for your Wednesday. MJ is here. Good morning, MJ. And Pebble says it's starting to see a little bit of lightning. Yeah, big change from the heat yesterday. We were the hottest place on the planet. And now back to your regularly scheduled spring conditions. I mean, technically, it's still spring. Boy, that was some hot stuff. We will remember 2025, those 2 hot days. It felt those were the 2 days of summer. We got the 2 days of summer in springtime. Wouldn't it be nice to have weather like that for the summer fair we've got coming up? Angela Damaris is here on Facebook. Good morning. Listening to the thunder, listening to the show, and listening to the thunder. Debbie Kynock is here this morning. Happy about the rain on Facebook. Borrowed Bean says no rain where she is at yet, but it is on the way. Although there is thundering in Carberry, we've got lightning, we've got thunder. No storms, no warnings, anything like that. But I mean, this is going to happen. We were like close to 40 degrees. We're like over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And now Mother Nature's got to put on the brakes. That's going to be... Have you ever taken a glass, like a mug, that you've had hot coffee in and put it under cold water? Don't do that. Don't do that. It'll smash. It's too quick of a temperature change. A little science project, but it's very... Nick says, hey, I was sleeping during the game, but that's another story. Yeah, I didn't find it the best game of the playoffs. No, I did not find it the best game of the playoffs. If you were like Nick and you were sleeping yesterday, then you missed the Winnipeg Jets losing to the Dallas Stars 3-1 yesterday. This is round 2 of the NHL playoffs. This game was played in Dallas. Oh, and at the end they were chanting, USA, USA. Ooh, boy. Oh, boy. Likely payback for booing the national anthem. That'll teach us. 3-1 is the final. The Jets now trail Dallas by that same 3-1 game count. And now Dallas comes back to Winnipeg to take on the Jets tomorrow, 8:30 local time. That will be, well, that could be the final nail in the coffin. The Jets, it's must win. There's no two ways about it. Dallas wins, it's over. They'll advance. If the Jets win tomorrow, they stay alive. And we'll play on the long weekend. Be nice to have some hockey Saturday. We'll be inside because of all the rain that's hitting the area. So that'd be kind of nice. But, yeah, Connor Hellebuck is taking it today. Boy, on social media, people are not being very kind. And it's not all Connor. Let's see. Rain is better than snow. Yes, that is so true. Mavis is here on Facebook. Good morning, Mavis. We're going to move over to yesterday's good thing shortly. So hopefully you had some fun yesterday, had something cool happen to you yesterday, and I want to hear all about it. Mavis says, up Menidosa way, there is not much rain yet. It's coming. It's coming. It is yesterday's good thing. Molly says, wait, are you off Monday? Yes, it is a long weekend. Thanks for that reminder, Molly. This side of the border, we call this Victoria Day. It is our May long weekend. I know south of the border, your May long weekend is the weekend following. I will have a show on the U.S. holiday Monday, Molly. But on the Canadian holiday Monday, I will be enjoying likely some time with the family and hang on tight. It's I'm hoping and it's fingers crossed, and he's doing well. It's Dizzy's 12th birthday this weekend. And Dizzy has been sick since February, and we've been making the most of every day. So big weekend in our household, and so that's what's happening. Is we will be off, no show on Monday, but we'll be back on Tuesday with lots of food and fun places and mayhem, and maybe some pictures of Dizzy enjoying we're going to throw him the birthday every dog wishes they could have. Sky's the limit. I think we're going to give him so much of his food. I hope he doesn't get sick. Ice cream and cake and burgers. It'll be his last one. So, yeah. Nick says, I have next to no faith in the Jets at this point. They have to be able to win one on the road, and they haven't done that in quite some time. Actually, that is very true. I'd read that somewhere, that they've really struggled winning games on the road. Quentin says that his GT is he went to something called a radio station yesterday. I don't remember what those are. You have to. Is that next to the Blockbuster video, or is that I can't remember. You have to refresh my memory. Put on an 8-track and we'll have a discussion about it. Anyway, he's involved with Super Kids, Super Strength. Of course, he's getting ready for that. And yes, we know all about your Nobody 2 trailer. And he is in the trailer. Quentin is in the trailer. And so autographs will be signed immediately following the Tyler Glen Show at Century 21 in Brandon. Bring the kids and bring everybody who is a fan of the movies. Quentin is on the big screen again. I can't wait. I am so excited to play the trailer. Nobody 2. Well, nobody can say Quentin is not a nobody. He's a somebody because he's in Nobody. This is fantastic. I can't wait to see it. Hopefully he'll still talk to me. Nick's GT, yesterday's good thing. What else happened? Who can top showing up in a movie? I can't top that. I can't top that. I might as well just shut the show down. I can't top that. It's just beyond good. I watched a movie. That's as close as I get. I watched a movie, and I think they may have said the word Tyler in one movie. Nick says that his good thing from yesterday is he had some spinach fettuccine Alfredo with chicken and maple bacon. Nice. Very good. Richard not only had some ice cream sandwiches for his good thing yesterday, but he bought a bunch of ice cream sandwiches for his coworkers, and they shared them. Oh, Richard, you're such a good guy, Richard. Sharing with everybody. You know, I'm glad that Cindy is sharing this picture direct from the grill. This is hot off the grill. This was the best part of Cindy's day yesterday. Got lots of work done outside and then finished off the day with homemade burgers on the grill. Delicious. Those were all for Cindy. No, I'm kidding. I could take those down. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, you can have one. You can have one. Very nice. Yesterday's good thing. Hey, it's a good thing that today is Win Back Wednesday. Would you like your purchase for free? You could get it for free at Headley's Health Hut at 1314 Richmond Avenue, just east of Murray GM. Oh, get in there for your chance to win back your purchase. It happens on the second Wednesday of every month at Headley's Health Hut. Win back your purchase in cash or check. Here's how. With every purchase, fill out a ballot for the draw where you simply win back your money. So it's really simple. Go in, check out the gluten-free treats, the sugar-free treats. They have got vitamins, herbs, local products, gifts, clean beauty, sugar-free, gluten-free snacks. You know that they make life better for Western Manitobans and have for decades. They used to be in this little store over in the mall and now just recently have moved to this beautiful, bright new location. So make today an excuse to go say, hey, I haven't checked out the new spot yet. Go see them. Headley's Health Hut at 1314 Richmond Avenue, east of Murray GM, and maybe win back your purchase for free. Our friends at Law Office on 18th Street, trusted legal support with a personal touch, specializing in real estate, corporate, and estate law. They're proud to be your go-to legal advisors. So whether you're buying or selling a home, managing business matters, or planning your estate, their team offers expert guidance with personalized service every step of the way. Clients choose the crew at Law Office for experience, integrity, and dare I say fun. They're a good group. You'll love working with them. 642 18th Street, Uniday, across from the RBC on 18th Street. And everyone loves Ryan Reynolds, and everyone loves the new breakfast hit made the Ryan way at Tim Hortons. 100% Canadian freshly cracked eggs, perfectly scrambled, served up with crispy hash browns, sausage crumble, and creamy chipotle sauce. Try Ryan's signature recipe in a loaded box or wrap. Yes, Ryan Reynolds has come to Tim Hortons. And have it with the Oreo double stuffed ice cap, or the strawberry creamy chill, or maybe a strawberry watermelon or peach real fruit quencher. Coffee lovers, how about the rich and smooth caramel toffee cold brew or vanilla ice latte? That's the favorite in our household. The vanilla ice latte. They've also got strawberry frozen lemonade. Gotta love the summer treats at Tim Hortons. With 10 locations to serve you in Brandon, Verdun, Neepawa, Dauphin, and Moosomin. Molly hit the 200-mile mark yesterday. Woo! We call Molly's little journey biking to Canada. Biking to Canada. So, Molly, you know what we need to do? You need to go on like a map app and find out how far you are in miles from us at the beach bunker, and we'll see how. I bet you're a quarter of the way there. I bet you're a quarter of the way to us already. That's fantastic. Way to go. Yesterday's good thing. Something good that happened to you yesterday. Let us know. MJ says, okay, cool it, Jets fans. It's not Helly's fault. He needs food defense. And we need better refs. What is food defense? Oh, good defense. That's a spelling error. That would make sense. Food defense? I'll take the food defense. But food defense could be fun. I'm typing so fast. I'm typing in the chat. Ron says, got my garden all in. Uh-oh, look out. This rain is perfect. As long as it just comes out. Ooh, nice sprinkle. Ron's GT got the garden in, having some carrots, potatoes, peas in no time. Trev simply types Trailer Park Boys. I'm not sure what that means. Is that what you're calling the Jets were the Trailer Park Boys? Is that your... Pebbles GT, she was also doing some baking and cook. Oh, my God. She was high in the proteins in the GT yesterday. Check this out. Oh, man. This is fantastic. Look at all the beautiful protein. And some nice brown toast. We got sausage links. We got bacon. We got eggs. Yeah, I love breakfast for supper. That's a good deal. Well, Zumba Bernice, the GT for her yesterday, I had my last swim in the pool before it turns into a skating rink this weekend. It's the earliest I've opened the swimming pool. That's gonna be well, at least you got a couple of days in May. I wonder have you had a lot of swimming days in May before? I would think that's kind of a novelty. Good for you. Ryan says, my GT went to Headley's Health Hut last night and had a nice experience. Well, what happened? Did you get some of that peanut butter? I got to get in there and get some of that peanut butter. I'm almost out. It's time for a refill. They make their peanut butter just completely out of peanuts. There's nothing else. It's just peanuts. And it's warm when it comes in this little container. Oh, God, it's so good. Crushed nuts in the container. Mishy Way, good morning. Good morning. Oh, and Pebble says, check out my lunch pick. Oh, what's this? What is? Are you running a restaurant now? Like this is the lunch special at Pebble's Diner. You get some mashed potatoes and pork chops for $1.99 at Pebble's Diner. Very good. Very good. All right. So what else we got for good things from yesterday? Could be big, could be small. KDD 4380 got the grass cut and then had a neighbor help me out with a problem I couldn't fix alone. Oh, that begs to follow up with a question. I have read stories like that. Once upon a time, I had a problem I couldn't fix on my own. Well, at least got the grass cut. I'm letting mine grow. I'm hoping that if it grows long enough, it'll choke out the weeds that I've got. And I got a lot of weeds. Got a lot of weeds in the yard. Mishy Way says, really dark skies and windy too. Yes, Mishy Way. Dark skies is exactly what has been ordered because we are getting ready for this. Rain, lots of rain, just what the doctor ordered. This is what's coming. This is what's coming, and it's okay. Don't be scared. It's all right. Gutters down. Be ready. Now the wind is a different story. It's what is with the wind? You could go without the wind. My gosh. Oh, and this is the gray skies that Mishy Way's talking about from our friend Tosh. Yeah. Yes. It is coming. Here comes the rain again, as the Eurythmics would say. Thank you for helping us out with yesterday's good thing. I do appreciate it. It's fantastic. Let's get ready for the rain. Let's get ready for it. The experience was so good. Staff was very helpful. So much to see in there. Yes, it's as you can tell, my job is challenging to tell you about all the good stuff, isn't it? It's crazy. They have a beautiful store there. I'm glad you did that. Thank you, Ryan, for supporting those that support me. It keeps the show rolling down the track, and it keeps the beach bunker alive, and it keeps us at the beach. And you know what? I am hoping that we have got some beautiful sunshine in Cozumel, Mexico. Let's jet off to Cozumel. Ooh. We've got a ship in the harbor, and, oh, there we go. Was having a hard time focusing. We are going to have some beach time now, so let's get into it for a Wednesday morning. It is hump day. Let's get over to hump together and enjoy the beautiful, beautiful bay at Cozumel, Mexico. Beach break, and we'll be back with more in just a second. Food, fun places, and mayhem. Oh, a live shot of Cozumel, Mexico. Good morning. Oh, I love that little hut there. Not so little. As the sun is shining on Mexico, coming into the rainy season in Mexico. Although not seeing a bunch of rain there this morning. Beautiful shot of the resort here as our camera rotates. So we got some beach time, and you can check out the beautiful Park Royal Resort in Cozumel. Good morning, and we come to southern Manitoba, and we've got some clouds. We got some rain. You know what, Cozumel, just so you know, we were the hottest place on the planet yesterday. Yes, we were. We here in Manitoba were the hottest place on planet Earth. It's fantastic. I'll explain coming up. We'll do the comparison shots. As well, the Menendez brothers. Oh, they're going to be free. There is nothing Netflix can't do. There is nothing that Netflix can't do. All right. There's no watches, no warnings, but we are expecting a lot of rain over the next little while. This is going to affect your May long weekend plans. There is going to be rain showers, possible thunder shower this afternoon. If you look on the radar, you can see the moisture coming into the area, and it's going to be with us for most of the foreseeable future, actually. The only sunny day in our forecast is Sunday, sunshine and 15. Otherwise, it's going to be rainy for today, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday. Sunday's good. Then back to rain Monday and Tuesday. So this is the soaking we've been asking for. If you are new to the show, new to any of the information in our area, we've had a lot of forest fires, grass fires, especially to the north and to the east. There were some evacuations in cottage country between Winnipeg and Kenora. And it has really been a tough spring, and it's been really, really dry. Not much in the way of rain since we lost our snowpack, and so there's been a lot of fires, and there's a lot of fire bans because of it, and so this rain is going to go a long way to help that. Now, we don't need the wind. But we're going to get it. Wind gusts from the north at times to 60 kilometers an hour, and it's going to be cool. There's just no two ways about it. We do have one more GT from last segment on the show. Tracy's GT, which was the good thing from yesterday. The best part of her day is she took the dog for a truck ride. That's fantastic. I can just see you guys. Windows rolled down, wind coming through the truck, dog with his tongue hanging out the side of the truck, loving life. Katie wanted to clear up my little comment from earlier. It was the garage door that wouldn't lock, and I couldn't figure it out. Okay. I read your comment verbatim. It's just, I guess my tone may have... I had my neighbor help me out with a problem I couldn't fix alone. That would be the good title for a one of those steamy summer novels. But no, it was just a garage door. Wouldn't lock, couldn't figure it out. Finally got it done. And Ryan is loving supporting local. And next time you're in there, Ryan, try that peanut butter. You'll love it if you like peanut butter. No rain for Cindy yet. Everyone's checking in with the rain and the winds. Lindy says, crazy wind out my patio doors with a few crocodile tears on the deck. It's trying. It's trying to get going. Oh, and it's on its way. Another GT. Mishy Way got my bad tooth out. Oh, that's awesome. I'm hoping professionally. Or did you tie the string to the door and then, the classic, slam the door, tooth is gone. Blessed Mama is here, and Winnipeg was the hottest place on earth. At 4 p.m. on Tuesday, Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, was officially the hottest place on planet Earth, and it's not very often that we are able to say that. I'm hoping that you can see this. This is a comparison to other cities around the world at 4 o'clock yesterday. with the temperature reaching 36.4 degrees Celsius at Winnipeg James Armstrong Richardson International Airport. The Manitoba capital in Canada was hotter than major global hotspots like Manuga at 36. Riyadh, Dubai was a chilly 34. Kuwait City was 34 yesterday. Houston, Texas, 33. Dallas was 32. It's pretty wild that Dallas and Winnipeg played ice hockey yesterday, yet in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, it was hotter than in Dallas, Texas. Phoenix was 31. Havana, Cuba was 30. Oh, poor Havana. So chilly compared to what we have up here. Hong Kong was 25. Rio de Janeiro, which is a lot of times, it's our beach camp. It's beautiful beaches. Rio de Janeiro, Copacabana, just 23 degrees Celsius for the high yesterday, as Winnipeg baked at 36. Las Vegas, you know of anybody in Vegas? 22, which you know is cool for Vegas. That's incredible. Tokyo was 16, Amsterdam 16, Oof. Cape Town, South Africa was 16, Calgary was 15, and that's what's, I think, that cool air has come our way. Unfortunately, it did not last forever, but I'm just going to take a moment and just bask in the glory of Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, and by default, likely, the tiny little second city, Brandon, maybe? We came very close to that as well. But we're not a major city. We're just, but we can say, hey, way to go, Winnipeg. Way to go, big brother. Way to go. You're at the top of the temperature charts. You're number one for one day. Now that all falls by the wayside. And so did you struggle with the heat the last 48 hours? I mean, it was just a 48-hour hot spell, at best 72 hours. What did you find worked for you? Did you find that you ate more ice cream? I bought my first package of popsicles of the season. They're Co-op Gold popsicles. Very delicious, actually. Get 12 of them for like $7, and they are delicious. I'll keep eating them even though the weather has turned cold. I like popsicles. So I had some popsicles to kind of help me through the cool, or help me through the heat. Did you find that you indulged a little bit more in cold beverages, cold food? Did you have the AC cranked? How did you find? Did you just sit out and enjoy it? It didn't bother you at all. I know that a lot of folks in our area, once it gets close to that 30-degree temperature, people don't much care for it. I had a few people say, I know you like this, Tyler, but we don't much care for this. We don't much care for this. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm in heaven. I think we could just keep this for the rest of the year. Molly says AC was cranked. AC, well, we won't be needing the AC in the next little while. It'll be some welcome relief in our neck of the woods as far as temperatures go. But still warm out to the east. Montreal's going to be 27. Toronto close to 30 degrees. The warm weather has moved on. Moved to the east. Cindy was also one that just crank up that AC. Katie 4380, I didn't mind it because it wasn't too humid. Actually, that's quite true. I can handle the heat, but not the humidity. I'm the same way. I once went to Florida in the summertime. I think you do that maybe once in your life. We wanted to go to Disney World, and it's like, holy shit. Oh, why don't you just stick me in a garden hose? Holy man, that is, we think we got humidity here in Manitoba. Oh, do Florida in like July. Oh my God. It's just, everything sticks. The doors stick. Your clothes stick. Everything sticky. Lindy says, being as old as I am, the heat almost killed me the last 2 days.
It almost damn near killed me. I wanted to be maybe in Berlin or Cape Town, South Africa, or Amsterdam.
Quentin, I can just see you. Watching yourself on the big screen with a protein shake in hand, blended ice to indulge in the heat, spoiling yourself, signing autographs in the front yard. I know how it is. I can only imagine how it is. So hopefully you handled the heat okay, and because now we're going to move to the cool stuff. And we are going to show you, we're going to watch it together, the trailer for Nobody 2, filmed here in Manitoba, filmed in the hottest city on the planet, coming up on the show. And apparently Quentin, of course, he'd have the heads up. He was part of the cast, as many Manitobans were. And he said there is one point we can pause it and see him. I am so excited to see that. I can't wait. Eric Menendez and Lyle Menendez, who were previously serving life sentences without eligibility for parole for the 1989 murders of their parents, were officially resentenced in a hearing yesterday. Have you given the documentaries on Netflix a whirl yet? They are quite good. And the documentary is one thing, and then, of course, they've got the... Is it a movie? Is it a series? It is the Menendez brothers story on Netflix. It was one of the more popular shows over the course of the winter. And we thought at Christmas time that there was a very good chance that the Menendez brothers would be part of an early release because of it. Times have changed. More evidence had come to light. And we thought that maybe they would be out by Christmas. That did not happen, but yesterday they were resentenced, and looks as if they are going to be walking free. Remember that case in the 90s? It was around the same time as the O.J. Simpson trial. In fact, the two brothers, while incarcerated, were actually in the same prison, holding prison, as O.J. Simpson at one time.
Be eligible for parole at some point, but they will not be released as of now. We, of course, have been following this case for many years, from initially when they first were charged with killing their parents, and then in recent years, as they seem to have a prosecutor who was somewhat in their favor, saying that they had done their time, that they should be released. There were multiple documentaries and series that played out, a lot of popularity in particular on Netflix, a lot of interest over the decades about these two brothers and the relationship that they had with their parents, ultimately causing them to kill their parents in their home in Los Angeles. We are going to go to Matt Gutman now, who's been following this case from the very beginning. Matt, quite a development.
I had no idea you could totally resentence somebody.
An incredible development, Lindsay, especially given the headwinds that the brothers and their attorney, Mark Garagos, and the team has faced over the past 6 months from newly elected DA Nathan Hochman, who basically from the start said he would consider this case. He had inherited it from George Gascon, his predecessor, who had recommended that resentencing, which you just mentioned, 50 years to life. Gascon didn't say back then they should be out now. He said they should get out. They should be given a chance to parole. And that's what the judge found today. But I just want to give you a sense of what we just saw in court. There are no cameras in court. It's pad and paper only, so we can't even send emails to people. So we're watching this. We're sitting in court, and the pace is starting to pick up this afternoon, and it became evident about a couple of hours ago that they might be able to finish the proceedings today. It was supposed to be a 2-day hearing, and it wasn't clear if Mark Garagos, the defense attorney, would put Lyle and Eric Menendez on the stand, have them read a statement to the court, and he only did that after the judge agreed to resentence them. And so there was this big commotion in court as we were about to hear their statements, and they read statements for about 15 minutes each. Incredibly powerful, essentially admitting, Lindsay, every lie, taking full responsibility for the murder, saying they were unjustified, that they robbed their parents of their lives, that they feel permanent shame, that nothing is going to heal the wounds that they inflicted on, obviously, their parents, but also their family members and on themselves. And the repercussions of that are life lasting. So they did exactly what DA Nathan Hochman has been asking for throughout, which is admitting to all of the things, to lying about being on the stand afterwards and concocting stories. And everything, the entire litany of what DA Nathan Hochman had asked them to do, they essentially did on the stand. And many of their family members were weeping. You could hear the sniffling in court. It was a very, very dramatic moment. The lawyers from both sides and the judge sat there rapt as they watched that video feed of those two men reading these statements for the first time. And it's really the first time we've heard them in court since their conviction in 1996. So it was a pretty momentous moment in the history of this extremely long case. I'm going to preempt the question you're going to ask next. What does this mean, 50 years to life? It means they get a chance to go before a parole board. But before they do that, they will have a hearing for clemency, which will they will also appear at the parole board on June 13th. And then the governor, Gavin Newsom, at some point has the choice of what to do here. Now, the discretion of what happens to the Menendez brothers largely, Lindsay, rests with Governor Newsom.
And he's quite a liberal governor of California, and there has been, if you're following this case at all after the movie and the documentaries came out on Netflix, there has been a groundswell of support for these brothers because there was a lot of abuse that happened in the household, and they had attempted to bring that to light and make that part of the case, and it was the 90s. It was a totally different time. It was a totally different time, and so, there was that did play into the entire case, and because when you put out a documentary on a streaming service like Netflix, and a new generation is exposed to a case with a new set of eyes. I mean, I remember when that happened. And it sounded like they were two spoiled brats who killed their parents to take their money. They're very well off. And they were out living a lavish lifestyle, buying cars, buying stuff, and they did that as part of it. So, at the time, everyone's like, these are two spoiled brats who they did something terrible to their parents and took all the money. And then it came to light that while they did touch on the abuse a little bit, there were some witnesses, including, if you remember the group Menudo, remember Menudo from the 80s? There was a band member in the group Menudo. The band was actually had a business relationship with the Menendez father, and apparently the Menendez father, it's being alleged, also abused one of the group members in Menudo. So there was a whole bunch of new evidence that came to light in this thing, and it just goes to show you that that many years later, when you get a documentary like that and a groundswell of public support, and it's my prediction Gavin Newsom is going to give them a parole. They're going to be released. It's going to be a big deal, and it's going to have other people who are serving time behind bars going, hey, can somebody do a documentary on me? That's what I'd be doing. Can somebody be doing a documentary on me? Well, hey, it happened for Steve Vogelsang. Look at that guy. That's a pretty cool documentary. Blessed Mama says, I didn't know about the abuse part. Oh, I remember that. I remember that case. Any updates on the Gene Hackman death, says Cindy? I haven't seen anything lately. They're still not with us. But no, I have not. I have not come across any updates or anything on that yet. Molly says, it's kind of like the Nick case. Why did Gypsy get out, but Nick's still in? Not following that one. Was there a documentary and movie involved with Nick and Gypsy? I'll have to look into that one. I think that new generation of young people are attracted to this case just because of the documentary and because of the movie on Netflix. If those two things didn't happen, no one wouldn't even know. My daughter watched it. She's 21, wasn't even born at the time. She comes out of her room going, oh my God, those poor boys. Those poor boys. They shouldn't be in prison at all. Whoa, hang on a second. You just watched a film There's actual facts involved in the case. Hang on. But again, younger generation, they're all pretty, let's, feelings. And I'm not, tossing that to the side. It's just like, hang on there, Bubba Louie. There's a lot to this case, and you multiply that by millions of 21-year-olds across North America, and there is a groundswell of support for these guys. And we'll have to just wait and see what happens, but it's looking very, very good. Blessed Mama says, I live a sheltered life. I don't think I know about that one. If you have Netflix, they're actually quite well done, both the documentary and the movie. The movie, it is a movie, right? No, it's in episodes. Do we call that a movie? Or a show? I don't know what to call it. To me, it feels like an extended. We used to call it a mini series. Remember Shogun back in the 80s? We used to call it a mini-series, but it's called Monsters, and you can find it on Netflix, and they also have a documentary about the Menendez brothers if you want to check it out. And again, both very well done. And we'll give you some insight into the case. And it's there's a little bit of reminiscing too, because it was back in the 90s, so a lot of pulp culture related stuff, music provided by Milli Vanilli, or the guys who pretended, or the guys who actually sang the song, because didn't they lip sync? Wasn't that? There's a lot of lip syncing going on. Check it out. Yeah. Skydancer Casino, just 90 minutes south of Brandon in Belcourt, getting set for some rodeo action this summer. You're going to want to check out the PRAC Rodeo, June 6th and 7th. The big car and bike shows, June 27th and 28th. Thomas Carnival's back on the property. Yes, the rides, the cotton candy, the corn dogs, and more, July 2nd through 6th. And 3 big concerts, 2 epic outdoor concerts, and 1 unforgettable fall show. Tracy Bird in November, Lil Jon in August, and Gary LaVox of Rascal Flats in July. From top-tier entertainment to comfy accommodations, a water park and Canadian at Par for Players Club members. Ask for details about that, okay? SkydancerCasino.com, where the sky's the limit. Leon's Furniture Superstore at 3635 Victoria Avenue in Brandon. Spring into Comfort sale continues, and the best part of all, you can walk in the store and find something that you love and simply ask about not paying until 2027. What other store can you do that? Walk in, don't pay for a couple of years, and 0% interest. No monthly payments. Check the details at leons.ca. Also ask about free local delivery when you do make that big purchase of either a couch, a love seat, maybe a sofa bed, or some select outdoor patio furniture. Savings of $1,000 right now, with the savings that they've got going on with the Spring into Comfort sale at Leon's. And Sunrise Credit Union, with 19 branch locations to serve you. Once again, congratulations to the grand prize winner of the Our Manitoba Photo Contest. If you missed this from earlier this week, Dylan was the winner of the contest. Here is his picture. How fitting is this? We've got dark clouds on the horizon for us today. And Dylan Berthollet, Napinka, Manitoba. Beautiful shot of the train in front of the grain elevator there, with a beautiful field and grain elevator. Top picture. He gets a $500 term deposit and a 16 by 24 canvas print of his photo, which will be featured in the Sunrise Credit Union 2026 calendar. Now, there are 12 other finalists that will also be featured in the calendar. Congratulations to everyone who took part, and you can take a look at the gallery for yourself. And, of course, for all your financial needs, visit our friends at sunrisecu.mb.ca. Okay, quickly, before we have to move over to Twitch exclusively, Some news on Southwest Airlines. Now, Molly can attest to this. Southwest Airlines is the sweetheart of the airline business in the States. If you're a budget flyer, there is really no one cheaper. And the thing is that it's not cheap flying. They have good customer service. They've got friendly staff. And up until recently, when they joined the rest of the club and started charging for the bags, you used to get bags for free. But yesterday, they caused a stir in the travel business. And this extends to Canada because they've put in a request for approval for international expansion. They have applied to the Department of Transportation in the United States to serve any country that has open skies with the United States: Europe, Latin America, Asia, Africa, and, yes, Canada. Could you imagine Southwest Airlines coming to Canada? These were the people where you could do like flights $49. Wow. This has created a lot of excitement. However, at 1 mile at a time, that's the website that we're getting this detailed information from, there is some skepticism about Canada. I wouldn't be surprised to see Southwest increasingly pursue more international flying within the Americas, which makes sense. We're right next door. Like the Caribbean, Northern South America. However, it's not a great time to add service to Canada. But maybe that could happen in the future. And by that, he is meaning that because, there's a lot of people not traveling to the U.S. right now. So it wouldn't be a great time for expansion, which is kind of sad because this would really fire up competition and make airfares cheaper. But as we've mentioned on this show before, it comes with so many challenges, giving the operating cost disadvantage of operating businesses in Canada. High airport, government taxes and fees, and oh my gosh, don't we know it? But hopefully Southwest can pull it off, and if they do, hopefully they bring their low prices with them. Or will it be a Target situation? Oh, yay, we got Target! Because that's what happened with Target. And for those that don't know, Target came to Canada at one time, didn't do their homework on the high taxes and high cost of business, and then when they put stuff out on store shelves, people didn't go to Target. And then Target left. They folded up and left town. It was not a good time. Not a good time. Anyway, we will watch that and see if Southwest might be making their way this way. Hey, coming up, we're going to watch the trailer together. One of our Sunseekers is now a Hollywood superstar of the most magnificent proportions, and I can't wait to see the trailer together of our Sunseeker, Quentin, in this major motion picture set for August release, Nobody 2. We'll watch it next hour. Also, I'll get interviewed for a job interview with AI. It happened to a guy who shows up for a job interview, finds out that AI is doing the interview. There's no HR. And we'll see how well that works. 7 new soda flavors coming this summer. We've got them for you. And a whole lot more. So join us over on Twitch, twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show. We're moving over to Twitch, YouTube. Thanks for being here for Hour 1. Hour 2 is about to begin.